alive. The man who introduced the rabbit there was banqueted and lauded. But they would hang him now, if they could get him.
It wasn't actually just one individual who was responsible for introducing rabbits. A lot of different colonists brought the animals to Aotearoa over the years. In their eyes, rabbits were the perfect animal to bring to a new colony. They were easy to carry on ships, you could eat them and sell their skins. So useful.
But if there's one thing rabbits love, it's making more rabbits. Your average rabbit starts breeding at 3 months old, and it can produce a new litter of 6 or more baby bunnies 9 times a year. So, in ideal conditions, you can go from 2 rabbits to 1,000,000 rabbits in just 1 year.
And it didn't take long for things to get out of control. As early as 1866, parts of Southland were overrun with rabbits, and they were steadily moving north into Otago. It turned out the lower South Island was a rabbit paradise, covered with tussock grassland. Perfect rabbit food.
There wasn't too much rain, so that burrows didn't flood.
The only native predators were weka and kahu, the native hawk, neither of which put a dent in their exploding numbers.
In 1867, a group of worried farmers wrote to the Otago Acclimatisation Society, warning against more releases. But the society kept releasing more rabbits until the 1870s.
There.
We have no idea how many rabbits were in New Zealand by the 1870s. Tens of millions, 100 million, there were far too many to count.
The newspapers were full of farmers worrying about rabbits. One correspondent in Winton wrote this in 1876.
Incredible as it may appear, I have seen a field of 40 acres completely denuded of grass, and thousands of those four-footed pests hopping about its surface. Throughout Southland, rabbits swarm. In fact, are a plague, ruinous alike to crops and pasturage.
Some farmers reported huge numbers of sheep starving to death or becoming so weak they couldn't stand.
Lost.
But rabbits were actually only part of the problem.
At
To
least I
understand this,
got
we have to wind back
87
about
extra
500
bees.
years.
Before humans came to Aotearoa, Otago and Southland were mostly covered in forest.
When Māori arrived, much of that forest was burned down.
Some of these fires were probably accidental, others were lit deliberately to make it easier to hunt more and other large birds.
Fire also helped clear land for growing aruhe, the root of the bracken fern, which was an important part of the Māori diet before